Hey Nick, we need a tagline for the podcast.
No.
Real life opinions. Movie reviews told by fans and not critics.
We're doing it live. Yeah, we're on. Look at that. See, we're fine.
We'll do it live.
He says this, and then the one time he doesn't test it, it's gonna fuck up one of these days. Oh, sorry.
Ah, fuck, we didn't make 20 seconds again.
Well, you started that.
Danny, we gotta test you.
No. He's fine. No, he dips a little
You're
bit there.
fine?
Yeah.
You're fine.
Fine.
So how are you doing, delightful people, today?
Happy December.
Is it December? It's too warm.
Today? Did you remember last week?
No, because I was dying last week.
Yesterday was cold, even like.
Yesterday
It was getting warmer yesterday.
By the end
And today was phenomenal, so.
Today I was running around in a hoodie again. Now I'm cold because your freaking place is cold.
Yeah, I
Corey.
bugged ID Apparel. I'm like, I'm kind of waiting for my hoodies. It's cold, and now it's warm this week. So they still haven't gotten to me yet.
So it's your fault.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
So we fucked up this week. Somehow or another, 8-Bit Christmas
Will be next week.
will be next week.
It will be next week.
Which was
because there was
supposed to be this week.
only one of us out of the whole team watched
Patient.
it.
So I have to point out that in like a minute, we've said fuck 7 times.
If I say fuck 2 more times, it's 46 fucks in this fucked up rhyme. All right, this is like our family episode 1, and we're more vulgar in this one.
Everybody gather around the fire and listen to real life opinions
So
today.
kids, we're going to teach you a new word.
Did you ever see that Saturday Night Live where John Malkovich was sitting around a fire with kids reading the story, and he's like dropping swears? It's so funny. Anyway.
So, instead of 8-Bit Christmas, which is the perfect movie for this group, I do believe.
I think so.
Yeah. We are going to do, what was that?
It'll be next week. We'll do
It'll be-
8-bit. Yeah. Not Covenant.
which was a mistake to begin with. It was supposed to be Alien Romulus. That was like,
It's like a double mistake.
it was like double mistake.
I know what it was. Jeff just wanted us to watch all of the movies that he was thinking of so that when we got here today, he could be like, we're doing this one.
Yeah, I guess.
It was a test. Y'all failed. Y'all failed.
Oh, God.
It's funny because 8-Bit Christmas, totally up my wheelhouse. Romulus would be totally up my wheelhouse. Like, all these things, and yet I still never got a chance to finish any of them. So,
So the only one I didn't watch was 8-Bit Christmas.
did you watch Romulus?
Yes.
You watched Covenant, I thought.
No, I watched Covenant. I did watch Romulus.
Oh.
Because I actually watched Romulus in theaters on September, like when I was in
okay.
BC.
Okay.
And then I watched Covenant yesterday.
I saw Covenant in the theaters, actually, when it came out, but I haven't seen Romulus.
That
So
sucks for you.
No, I did see Romulus.
it was okay.
So the only one I didn't watch was 8-Bit. And that's so when Jeff asked me about it, I was like, it was okay.
That was awesome. I heard it
I
too.
feel like, wow, it wasn't very good. I'm just like, what? I thought it was pretty good. You're shitting on it.
It was horrible.
Like, speaking of movies that are like pretty meh, I watched Moana 2 last night.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry for that. For you.
It was, I've never wanted somebody to stop singing so bad in like a movie. Like
Was
a
it The
Disney-
Rock singing or?
No, it was like the girl who was actually really good at singing, but like by the end of like the first song in the movie, it's just like I can't stand her fucking voice anymore.
So
I
kind of
can't-
like Frozen 2.
Oh.
Well,
Last
like
one.
worse.
Hey, I got a pretty good ringtone out of the first one.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
They're
it's
making
not.
a live version of that movie too. Aren't
Oh,
they?
fuck,
Why?
Yeah.
shoot me now.
Yeah, but I'm pretty confident they're making a third Moana movie.
Are they? Okay, I
Like
don't know.
the
I don't
way
know.
the second one ended, it's just like I'm confident they're gonna make a third one.
I saw the screen pictures of Dwayne as, what's his name, Maui, in their live action. I'm like, yeah. Because they actually put prosthetics on him, so
Yeah.
he actually looks
They
bigger.
did. Yeah, I saw
Okay.
the
How
pictures
do you
too.
make the Rock look bigger?
Bigger.
Right.
They made it bigger. They made it bigger.
Wow. Huh. But anyway, so what are we doing tonight then, since we're not doing 8-Bit Christmas, guys?
Alien. No.
Top 5 Christmas shorts shorts/episodes.
Somehow or another, the microphone got away from me there, and I couldn't. It was nothing showing up there.
Oh,
You
Yeah.
don't speak loud enough, maybe?
yeah.
I think I speak loud enough.
Jesus, don't yell. We can hear you.
I totally didn't speak loud enough. Sometimes these microphones don't hit if you go the wrong way.
They don't hit if you go the wrong way?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay. So, what are we doing again?
top 5 Christmas
Christmas.
shorts/episodes.
Ah. Whose idea was this? Is it Corey's, eh?
Yeah.
Because you couldn't decide what we were watching.
Last minute save of Jeff's terrible ideas.
Well, what it's worth, Jeff talked to me. I was all for Epic Christmas, and
I was all for Alien Covenant.
Yeah.
I would have watched that dead on.
I was like forcing Danny to watch it before we got here, and then we found out Laura didn't watch it, and she was late, and then you haven't seen it all, so we'll get there.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Compared to when the podcast actually starts, I was early.
You know what? This is the first time we've talked about the movie that we were supposed to watch more than actually watching. We start a podcast and we don't ever fucking talk.
I told you we didn't need to play it.
So, just so everybody knows, if you want to know what the movie's about, can fucking tell you.
We'll tell you next week.
yeah. Let's kill this conversation now and save it for next week. So,
Okay, hands up. Who wants to start? Oh, everyone's putting their hands up. I can't decide.
Corey.
You gotta go me.
ooh, pick me, teacher. Ooh.
Okay, we're gonna start with Corey.
Oh, you heard him.
I've got a bad shoulder. So.
We'll start with Corey, and then we'll go clockwise around the table. Because that makes sense, right?
Yeah,
You know,
me,
that was
then the
it.
TV's turn, then the mixer's turn.
Then the coffee cup.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Jeff's, ancient cell phone.
Are we?
This cell phone's probably the newest cell phone on the table.
It's still a
I
flip
doubt
phone.
that.
I doubt that.
Month and a half old.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
fine.
about how old mine is, too.
Yours is about a month and a half?
Yeah.
Okay, how old's yours, Danny?
Mine's about a year now.
Yeah, mine too. What kind's yours?
23S.
Yeah, mine too. Or 23 Ultra, actually, is what I got.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
Then,
Yeah.
same.
Is it cooler if it says Ultra?
It's just a bigger screen.
It's a
It's about
bigger
the same,
screen,
so.
yeah. You get a little older, you want that bigger screen.
Yeah. Plus, I play games on my phone, so.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
seen much movies.
See,
Yeah.
I need the big buttons to see what I'm
Yeah,
typing.
see, there you go.
So, are we counting down or up?
Just pick one and
Oh,
go.
I've never thought about
I think if we
counting
count down, like from the bottom to the top, I think there's a less chance of overlap right away.
Probably
up. You know,
The bottom. Let's start with the bottom. Why not?
start at the bottom.
Start
That's
at the bottom.
the traditional way. When have we ever done it the other way?
Yeah. So,
Halloween?
Did we start at our number 1 for Halloween?
No, actually, we started at the bottom.
Yeah.
Last Christmas, we started at number 1.
You know, a professional podcast figures out these plans before we turn on the
Hey.
we are
Okay.
podcast on the fly.
Right.
You know what?
That's what I've seen.
Our whole 2 listeners, one now because Danny's here, should understand this by now.
Actually, I've been giving out a couple of those cards now, so we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
Even when I came into work for you, I kept telling everybody.
Did you see that I got cards now?
For real life, no. But I
Okay.
just kept telling everybody, go on there. Go on there.
Anyway, so again, I listed 10 in the vein that I'll get 5. I'm not holding my breath, but I'll still start with 10 because I appreciate all 10 of mine on my list. And my number 10 is not Christmas Carol, but the Muppets Christmas Special.
Oh, that
So-
that one almost ended up on my list, and now I have to cross it off.
Yeah.
Cross it out.
Yeah. That's the one where Big Bird comes in, right?
Yeah, it's like a whole.
That's the Muppets Family Christmas, not the Muppets Christmas Special.
No.
I think that's the Muppets Christmas special.
No, it's the Muppets Family Christmas because I own the DVD.
Okay. All right, whatever. Anyway, that one.
I also have to cross it off.
Well, Laura, you're our Google person, so you Google. Daddy's the new Google person. What? You're on your phone already.
But I wrote mine down, that's why.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair.
But I can't. I
You're
didn't.
gonna have to Google your own facts, Laura. Google yourself to prove you're right, because that's the way things work.
I didn't take the Muppets.
So
okay.
Corey's talking about the Muppet Christmas special or family, whichever it is, and then he's left the building. He's
All right.
left. He's left.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the
He's
movie.
got-
Letters to Santa. That's yeah.
This one Big Bird comes in. It's the Muppets Family Christmas.
So which
And
one?
Fraggle Rock is also.
So are you
one.
talking about the one in your hand then, Corey?
Yeah, and this one was actually fairly recent now that I think about it.
Oh, so it's not the one I'm thinking.
No, so
So you guys don't have to cross it off your list.
the Muppet.
Yay!
It's a Muppet Christmas Letters to Santa is what it is.
What's that one about?
Got Whoopi Goldberg.
Celebrate the season with all your favorite Muppets in this heartwarming and hilarious holiday movie. Whoopi Goldberg, Uma Thurman, Nathan Lane, and other sensational guests join our friends in a fun-filled Christmas adventure with the side-splitting laughs and memorable music. When Gonzo forgets to mail 3 letters to Santa, he convinces Kermit and the gang to help him deliver the notes to the North Pole. All along the way, discover that Christmas is the time to be with those you care about most as they dash home to make friends' Christmas wish come true.
Tune in after this commercial break.
Sounds amazing.
That's exactly what that sounded
Yeah.
like.
All right,
It's
let's
56
begin.
minutes long, so it's not that long. So
Well, 60.
56.
Oh, 56?
Yeah.
60 minutes and under.
Okay, well, I guess it counts. It counts. I guess we're on to me.
We're on to you.
I thought it was the TV's turn.
I thought it was the TV's turn. And then the plug-in.
Okay, let's hear from the plug-in now. What's your number 1 or number 5 Christmas movie? Thank you, Socket. That was delightful.
That's awesome.
Maybe just stick a fork in it to make sure it's done.
Okay, my number 5 on here is the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas Special.
Yes.
The one where they steal Kevin Bacon.
Oh,
And give
yeah.
it as a gift to, yeah,
Isn't that the only one?
that is.
Isn't that the only one?
Yes,
That's the only
Yes.
one.
Oh.
but they steal Kevin
Yeah.
Bacon.
They still
Kevin
steal
Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
No.
And they get the old 69s to like perform a song and makeup on there. It's actually really good. So it's nice to see go entering the Marvel universe where it's not really a Marvel story, like it's like a Christmas story, right? But it's still with the characters.
Yeah.
They did that with the Werewolf by Night, which wasn't really MCU characters. It was Marvel characters in that universe. They're kind of out of there, but
I never did watch it.
Werewolf by Night,
Yeah.
really good actually. It's quite entertaining. But yeah, when they started doing those kind of specials, were on point. Really good. Danny, where's number 5 on your list?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Why? Screwed that up royally.
Yeah, everyone's crossing it off their list.
Everyone's out. That was mine. That was my favorite one when I was a child. I liked that one. Nice classic movie, or classic short film. It was really nice. I liked it. It's more of a classic. A lot of TV shows play that during this holidays.
It's not on TV anymore.
Really?
What?
They don't
Really?
play it. They do not play it on TV. That one,
Not that one
Frosty.
anymore. Really?
They don't play any of those anymore.
I think CBS has the rights now, and they're the only ones playing it.
Are they actually putting it back on? Because last year it wasn't on.
Well, CBS,
Really?
so I don't think you can get CBS in Canada.
Do they have a Canadian affiliate?
I can't think of one.
Oh, okay. Well, my bad. Just, look it on YouTube. And
Yeah,
watch
everybody
it.
knows what it is. Come on,
Come
people.
on, they do, yeah.
I mean,
And the nose was really annoying. Did anybody ever think that? Like,
okay, you know what? If they didn't,
You know
have
what? They
that
bullied him.
sound-
You don't have to help.
Right.
I'm going to have to bully you now.
I don't know if Laura started this, and then she's just like, yeah, not even gonna do it.
So I can do this.
We're done.
At the Christmas party, I can totally bully him. I'm
Wait a
gonna dress you
minute,
as
he's
an
gonna
elf.
Huh?
I'm gonna dress you as an elf.
Oh, that would be awesome.
You're going to dress me.
As an elf.
Have you cleared this with my wife?
I'll get her out.
Let's not.
I don't have to undress him.
We're going to
I'm
be
just
in
gonna,
front
like-
of children.
Okay, well, I'm gonna look at him and say, "Don't try this at home," and staple it to you.
Awesome.
I don't think she's going where we're going with this.
So why Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, everybody?
Because it's Rudolph.
Rudolph.
We all grew up with it.
We all grew up with Rudolph.
It is a staple of our childhood,
Yeah.
right?
Bumble is still my favorite.
Who's Bumble?
Serious? Guys, rewatch Rudolph.
Well, it's one of the toys, right?
No.
No?
Bumble's the one that's chasing Rudolph and the elf.
The Abominable
Oh, the
Snowman.
snowman. Oh,
Bumble.
okay. The snowman. Okay.
Just
I just-
say the Abominable
I only ever knew him as the Abominable
No,
Snowman.
Yeah, me too.
his name is Bumble.
Oh, okay.
His name, the other guy's name is Yukon Jack.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I love. I didn't even realize till I was like way older, because there's Yukon Jack on the pair. And I was like, wait a minute, Yukon Jack?
You know what the main reason is that he changed his name on the radio?
Why?
Because his real name was actually Paul Brown as well.
Was it really?
So,
Oh, I did hear that,
yeah.
actually.
I actually sat and had a conversation with him. We were sitting down one day. He came to Camrose for something, and we were hanging out. So,
But he was Yukon Jack before Paul Brown got to Edmonton.
was he?
Oh, yeah, way
Okay.
before. Yukon Jack's been on the radio since the 90s. Paul Brown came around like the mid-2000s.
I think he even said he had the same middle name.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder what happened to Paul Brown.
I think he's in BC.
Well, I heard that he went down to Los Angeles.
Maybe. He had problems. Anyway.
Laura, you're number 5.
My number 5 is actually Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Oh my god, I forgot about that one.
God damn it.
Oh, wow.
I
didn't even think of
forgot about that
Yeah,
one.
Me too.
How did you forget?
I know. I feel terrible because that would totally make my list, but it's too late now. It's not on there.
I didn't even think of that.
I don't believe that you guys forgot about
I
Charlie
did.
Brown.
I did. Didn't even think of it.
It's because of that one. Like every year, when we talk about getting our Christmas tree, because we do the real one, I keep telling my kids I'm going to get a Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Yeah.
They have no freaking clue what I'm talking about.
See, you remember earlier before we started the podcast, Corey, when I was like, we should do a top 3? This is why, because we've already burnt through Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer,
And
Charlie Brown Christmas,
And Guardians.
and Guardians,
Guardians.
and we're like,
And Rudolph.
Oh, okay, no, we said Rudolph
Oh,
already.
did you say
and,
Rudolph?
and we haven't even we're not even out of the top 5 yet.
Yeah, but we're only 17 minutes in on the podcast, so.
Only.
Yeah, we're going to run out
And
of
we-
specials.
We spent 10 minutes talking about a movie that we're not talking about. Okay, Corey.
Number 9? Or
Number
4,
9?
or whatever you want to call
Number
it.
4.
Number 4.
All right. Star Wars Christmas Special.
Really? I've never seen it.
Me either.
No, me neither.
I definitely wouldn't have.
It's awful. It is absolutely awful, but it's so fun.
How did you see it? That's what I want.
Was it on Disney?
No, it's not on Disney.
It's not. Yeah, it's not.
Oh my
Did you see it
god.
when you were
How
a
did I
child?
probably when I was a child. I thought I'd seen it more recently, but I can't think of how then.
Did
So
you like
must
see
have
it
been
the old-fashioned way on TV?
I might have, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because that was like fucking like 1980.
We're
So,
like
if not
giving
less,
away
so-
our ages here.
Yeah, I'm
George
old.
I did not give away my age.
I'm like,
Yet.
actually, I have no idea how old you are, Danny, but I think I'm the oldest one here.
Yes, you are.
Okay, then I'm the oldest one here, so.
Yeah, if it helps you, me and Danny graduated together.
I'm
Okay.
still the youngest.
Yeah, fucking millennials.
Okay, you know what? We've
Lucky
been through
bastard.
this.
Goddamn millennials, right, you guys?
We've been through this.
Oh.
Your turn, Jeff.
My number 4 is a Mickey Christmas Carol, the one with Scrooge.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's so good. You know what? I know you guys are going to disagree with it, but for me, probably because it's such a sentimental favorite for me, it's my favorite Christmas Carol. I know people would be like, oh,
It's my second favorite, so.
Scrooged is my favorite, or like, what's the old black and white one?
A Christmas Carol?
Christmas Carol.
Yes, I'm aware.
No.
I'm aware it's called a Christmas Carol.
The Alistair Sim one?
Yes, the
Yeah.
Alistair Sim one. I know lots of people say that's like the best one, but man, that Mickey Mouse one. But that was my first real introduction to a Christmas Carol story, and I think they really they managed to make the Ghost of Christmas Future.
Terrifying?
Yeah, like terrifying in like a very PG
Until he
way.
took off his hood nose, Pete.
Okay,
Well, yeah.
but Pete always creeped me
Yeah.
out. Always.
Who else could it be?
No,
Like,
totally, right?
Yeah, it had to be
I-
Pete, right?
the cigar and
Yeah.
trying to give
Yeah.
it away.
Why yours, of course, Ebenezer?
So iconic.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, it's my second. We've had this conversation. Scrooge is my favorite Christmas movie, but as far as the specials go, yeah, easily my favorite.
Oh, was that your number one pick?
2, but
That was your number. Oh,
Yeah.
So it was your number 2 Christmas Carol and your number 2 pick
Yeah.
for specials.
Yes.
yeah.
Interesting.
Nice.
Your number 4, Danny?
Frosty the Snowman.
Nice.
Another classic.
Yeah.
Mark it off the list, everybody.
Yeah.
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 I am.
That is very.
Do you guys remember the John Goodman sequel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
It was pretty bad.
It was not.
Frosty Returns.
Yeah.
Frosty Returns. Yeah,
Yeah.
Frosty Returns.
I
Yeah.
thought it was good, and then I like rewatched both of them. And just like, wow, this is like
Yeah.
night and day.
Yeah.
So it always happens with the first one is good and the second one.
That was like early, hey, let's make money off of an original IP.
Yeah.
And because I mean, that's like the thing now. But back then, it didn't happen as often. So,
I'm trying to adjust the sound. You were disappearing into it.
Yeah. It's not my fault.
I mean, it's kind of your fault.
kind of your fault.
I mean, if there was anybody's fault, it would be.
Yes.
So that Rudolph wouldn't have been before Frosty, you guys? About an IP?
Okay, but the magical snowman is just always the best.
Did they make a sequel to Rudolph?
Yes.
They did, yeah.
Did they?
Yes.
Yeah.
They actually made 2.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I knew about one. I didn't know about the second one.
So the second one, so there's
There's like a circus one, right?
the Rudolph's New Year's Baby one,
Yeah.
which is actually the second one. The third one is a collaboration with Frosty, and that's Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July.
What? I am very happy that I'm
Okay.
oblivious to
Alright,
this. So.
I missed that one. Okay.
I worked in the videos for a long time. What can I say?
So did I. It doesn't mean I heard it.
You know how many times I rented that damn thing out?
Yeah, I don't think we ever had that.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
Frosty's a timeless classic of like, good and evil, and the cold, heartless person who's only out for themselves, right?
Was that the
Yes.
what's his name? The guy that always did the narrations for all that stuff.
He was in Rudolph.
Not
you-
Bing Crosby. Burl Ives.
Burl Ives
Yeah.
was in Rudolph, not Bing Crosby.
No, I know. I had a B name in my head. But did he do both Frosty and Rudolph, or did he just do one?
Oh, I feel
He
like
did Frosty for sure, because he was the.
Well, he was Rudolph then. He was the
Was there?
snowman in Rudolph.
Yeah, that wasn't Frosty that had the snowman. Okay.
So
Yeah, I know what you mean. The narrating snowman.
Okay, so are you looking for the narrator or the guy that actually played?
Narrator.
What? Okay, narrator for Frosty's Snowman was Jimmy Durante.
Okay.
Durant.
But for
I didn't think it was Burl Ives. Who was the original Frosty?
Jackie Vernon.
I don't know who any of these people are.
No.
They're older.
But Burl Ives was definitely Rudolph then.
Oh yes, he
Yeah.
was the snowman in.
Yeah, the snowman narrator is basically.
Voice soft as silk, right?
Bastard.
Laura, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is actually the Muppets Family Christmas.
That's another one off the list here. That's one of my favorites. Like they incorporate Fraggle Rock and Sesame Street, right?
Yep.
Jim Henson.
And Jim Henson is in it too, yeah.
Well, I meant just the fact that it's all Jim Henson's
Yes.
IPs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in like the family photo at the end, right? Or whatever, not the photo, but they're all together, gathered by the stairs there.
And he's also the one that's washing the dishes. And talking about how they have to share a bunk bed instead of him having the cabin all to himself.
Oh yes. That's another classic from the youth, right?
Yes.
Corey, are we at number 4?
3.
Number 3. Let's hear your number 3, Corey.
I'm gonna skip my 7. Shrek the Halls.
Oh, that one was funny.
Really? Shrek the Halls?
That was so much fun.
I can't think of it.
What?
Yeah, I'm trying to walk me through it here, guys. I know I've seen it.
It's just the Shrek group at Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, guys. Wow, I
There's
totally-
no real plot to speak of. It's just seeing all the Shrek guys together, and like there's a part where that part stuck in my head. It's gone now. Anyway, no, it's good. Just trust me.
Okay, I'll take your word.
Like they're together, they're singing, and Shrek and Fiona give the babies their first Christmas gifts. Yes.
Oh, so that's after the second one then.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mm.
it was on TV every year.
Yep.
Well, that's not surprising.
Yeah.
Oh. My third one I've got is was Charlie Brown's Christmas, but I'm going to say my backup is Christmas with the Joker, Batman the Animated
That was
Series.
episode 1.
Yeah,
That was
episode
like
one, yeah.
that kicked off. I thought Man Bat was the first episode. Actually.
I think that was the second. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
Christmas was the first.
Is that the one where Joker sings the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he rides the Christmas tree out the building.
Yeah. I remember that one now.
That'll be a lost to wheel. The Joker got away.
And he's riding the Christmas tree. Yep.
Yeah.
Like, what a diabolical introduction to the Joker.
Yeah.
Like that was just like the perfect character intro for that whole series.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark Hamill.
Right?
Yeah.
So beautifully done.
Yeah.
Danny, you're number 3.
Scooby-Doo Christmas.
I have to watch that one every year because of Alan.
I don't know. I mean, it makes sense, but I don't even know of a Scooby-Doo Christmas.
Yeah, no, Scooby-Doo Christmas.
What?
Like I said, it makes sense, but I can't think of it. So.
That's like Shrek the Hose.
Yeah.
I actually don't think I've seen Scooby-Doo Christmas.
I think I've seen it like maybe once or twice. That's about it.
Yeah.
You know Alan's a Scooby-Doo fanatic,
Oh
right?
yeah, we're aware.
Okay.
And
Just
Disney
ask
too,
him.
and so
Oh, no. That kid still collects them.
Alan's on another level.
Alan is on another level.
did I mention West Skylanders? I got some Infinities too coming
Corey,
in. So.
I love you. Fuck off.
It's his money.
Fuck off.
I don't know why that made me think of the time. Never mind. That's not a story for on air. But there was.
That Corey fucked off?
No.
Yeah.
And there was a story of.
There will
Danny-
never be proof of that.
There's no proof of that.
It just made me think of a random story of me and Danny in our youth. Yeah, I don't know why that's happening all of a sudden. If I go over here.
Okay, but you're dipping your voice.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't really
yeah.
count.
Wow, look at that.
But if I talk over here, it doesn't seem like it's showing up, does it?
Yeah, don't
No.
talk over there.
But I will talk over here. That's on me.
Anyway,
Yeah. Just
Oh yeah, because you talk slow anyway.
do you remember the Scooby van that Alan? Oh my God, what can it be? Levitt's last name? Alan Levitt's Scooby van. We got stuck in the mud.
Yes. Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Do you guys want to hear a good story
No.
before we go on to
No.
Laura's?
No.
Kind
I kind of don't want to.
of. So we're eating Scooby snacks too?
No.
Well,
No.
so.
No. Please don't tell the story.
I think Daddy doesn't want nightmares.
Yeah,
No, absolutely not.
we'll have to tell the story off the air, okay?
Okay.
We don't tell people that story.
No, I tell everybody that story.
Is this one of those what happens in Vegas stories?
Yep. Stays
Okay.
in Vegas.
What happens in the Levitt family farm's mud hole stays in the
there.
Alan Levitt.
No.
wow.
Mr. Levitt, if you're listening, I miss you dearly, sir. Hope you're doing well.
You're
Okay.
doing great.
Yeah. He is doing great?
Yeah, you quit with drinking.
Good for him.
He's been, I think he said 2-3
I'm
years
tell
sober.
stories. I'm going to tell the story.
They're going to tell a story.
Okay, Laura, up to you.
The Jetsons Christmas special.
Ooh,
That's a
nice.
good one.
I was never into Jetsons.
How could you not be into Jetsons?
I don't know, and obviously I was into Flintstones, but I just was never really into Jetsons.
Why was it obvious you
awesome
were into
too.
Flintstones?
Because everybody's into. There is not one person who's not into Flintstones.
Yeah.
My kids aren't into Flintstones.
Your kids are weird.
Well, they've never seen the Flintstones.
Well,
That's probably
that's the parenting.
Actually,
choice.
I'm sure my kids aren't either. So.
I
Mine are.
think the only Flintstone thing my kids have ever seen, and Jetson thing for that matter, is the WWE crossovers.
So, and weirdly enough, on that one, the Jetsons Christmas, you can't even find that. You can't find it anywhere. It's not even on DVD.
What? Is it in like a Jetson box set?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Corey, on to yours.
Looks like
I
it's
bet you
Corey's.
Danny's never seen the Jetson Christmas Carol, have you?
Oh, I have when I was younger.
All right. And I promised I'd shout this one out, and I mean every second of it because it was fantastic. Garfield Christmas.
It warms my heart when Jim goes back to the farm.
Yeah.
It really does.
And then, like hearing Grandma tell her stories, like it's a heartstring tugger. So
Yeah, that's a good one.
That one I can honestly say I haven't watched in a long time.
It's been a while for me too.
I had the DVD of all the Garfield holiday specials, like Thanksgiving, etc., etc. The disc got scratched to shit because of the boys. So now I just, you can watch it on YouTube. So
You just remember it by memory.
yeah, pretty much. The back scratcher Garfield makes Odie.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. My number 2 here is Santa's Little Helper, The Simpsons,
Aww.
which I do believe, which I also think might be the first episode of The Simpsons, if I'm not mistaken.
You might be right, actually.
Yeah, I feel like that's more correct than Christmas with Joker being the first one, because I thought there was an episode 2 before that. But, Santa's Little Helper, the introduction, I guess set the tone for how non-formulaic The Simpsons were at that time, right? Like they're kind of a fucking dog betting track, for God's sakes. Oh,
Yep.
What are we looking at?
Carol?
Yeah.
Oh, Jetson's Christmas Carol. I'm just seeing if I can find it. Go on. Sorry.
Danny, you're number 2.
Fat Albert's Christmas.
Are you on Facebook?
No, I was trying to see if I can find Santa's
Oh,
Little Helper on a.
you're seeing which episode
Yeah,
it is?
yeah.
Oh, I want to say it's one of the.
It was actually the first.
It was the first episode.
episode.
Oh, it's not called Santa's Little Helper.
It's
Simpsons roasting on an open fire.
Yeah, but Fat Albert's
I thought they
Christmas.
had an episode called Santa's Little Helper.
Huh?
I have definitely never.
Well, because
seen
wasn't there a second Santa's Little? Didn't one die?
No,
Probably.
that was the cat.
That was the
That was
cat.
the cat.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Snowball 2 and Snowball
Yeah,
2. was
Right.
Yeah.
No, Fat Albert's Christmas. I have definitely never seen that. I don't think I've ever seen a single episode of Fat Albert at all.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna
really?
say.
Oh,
I did back
Done that,
around like the
tells my
picture
age
pages
now.
era of Bill Cosby. So
yeah. That's
Yeah.
right, too.
Oh my God! Like just thinking about Bill Cosby now, like.
Yeah. It's
So, Corey, I hate to say it, Jeff is right. Christmas with the Joker is episode 2.
fuck.
Christmas and Joker's episode 2 and The
Not
Simpsons
that I'm
one.
trying to be right, but
Season 1
But
first.
sometimes it hurts to be amazing.
sometimes when you're right, you're right. Laura, let's hear your number 2.
My number 2 is actually, look, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh, man.
come on.
I was like so close.
Oh no!
So close.
Okay, I think we should all take turns talking about this one.
Okay, Laura, you talk about How the Grinch Stole Christmas first.
It's one of those ones where it's funny. You look at it and like, he's a real dick. He's stealing Christmas. And now, he brought them all back, but still, he could have had all the presents.
His heart did grow 3 sizes.
Okay.
But his shoes were still too tight.
His shoes were too tight.
Maybe his head's still not screwed on very right.
Right? And nobody wants to touch him unless it's with like a
And
10.5 foot pole. But, it's the Grinch was awesome, but it's Max. You
Max
gotta
is
love the
adorable.
dog.
I love when he puts the antler on him and his head sinks, so he cuts off one branch, cuts off another, and then whoop, pops back up.
And then, yeah, he's got the sleigh piled with everything and mush.
Or when Madison goes on top of the pile and he's like waiting to go for a ride.
Right, yeah.
Oh yeah, I can hear the music in my head. The mask is like.
Right? As we're sweating all over. Yes. It's literally one of those ones that you watch every year for Max.
I know, I was kind of a Grinch fan myself.
That and the Who pudding.
I like the rare Who roast beef.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas wasn't guessed my favorite Christmas short, wasn't guessed my favorite Christmas movie. It was my favorite movie for like a while.
And it's like 20 minutes long.
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes long. But it was still like my favorite
Yeah.
movie of all time.
It was my number one too, so yeah.
But, you know, that is it is one of those ones that I watch every year. I don't care if anybody's watching it with me. You gotta watch The Grinch.
So, someone needs to Google who sang "You're a Mean One."
I can
Mr.
tell you exactly who. I was going to get to that in my thing.
Oh, okay.
So
It's You're a Mean One.
anyway,
What a Grinch you are.
so one of the things I loved about that movie is being a horror kid is that movie was narrated and voiced the Grinch and singing by Boris Karloff.
Oh God, yeah.
So Boris Karloff was known as Frankenstein's monster in the old black and white Universal movie. He was there was one other one of the class. I think. Oh yeah, Creature from the Black Lagoon. I think he was in. Like he in those black and white Universal monsters, he was a fixture. Like everyone thinks Bela Lugosi for Dracula. That's all he did was that pretty well. Whereas like Boris Karloff kind of was in here, a little bit in here, a little bit in there, a little bit in there, and he was the quintessential Universal Studios movie actor.
Him singing "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch."
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Now that I sing that, I'm gonna have to watch it.
I think it's my favorite Christmas song. And it's not even really a Christmas song, is it?
And those awful remakes of that song.
Why do you keep remaking it? You
Yeah.
had perfection.
Yeah.
This is like people that want to make the fucking Breakfast Club remake. Like, no.
Yeah, see,
I want to make Princess Bride. No, just leave certain things are perfection.
I'm avoiding
They're
some
running
of
out of ideas. That's probably why.
Well, they ran out of ideas a long time
Yeah,
ago.
in the 80s.
And yeah.
The 80s was the last original stuff.
Yeah.
Like, there was some original stuff in the 90s, but it was
Not
like,
a lot.
yeah.
Not a lot.
I was reading, because I've been bored and reading a lot of James Gunn articles lately, because I'm a big James Gunn fan, and all these people knocking him. And they're like,
know
oh,
why.
he ruined 13 Ghosts. I'm like,
What?
What?
he didn't do 13 Ghosts.
Right.
And 13 Ghosts was amazing.
Like, how did he ruin 13 Ghosts?
He didn't do 13 Ghosts.
No, sometimes, like, maybe he had, like, some sort of, like, executive producer credits.
Yeah.
No.
That movie was done by Dark Castle, which was the legacy estate of William Castle, who created the original.
So, Danny, because we skipped you and went on to 13
Oh, no, that's
No,
fine.
we
It's
didn't-
fine.
we
No,
didn't skip them.
we're good.
We didn't ask him about what he thought about the Grinch.
Oh, about the Grinch.
No, we're good. We're good.
good?
All right, we're good. We're good.
You don't want to talk about the Grinch?
Just keep going.
You don't want to talk about
I'm good. I like to hear 13 Ghosts. Shit. We switched up. Now we're 13 Ghosts. Now it's
We're
good.
back on horror.
Corey,
Okay.
let's hear your non-number one. Because the Grinch was your number one?
I had skipped one earlier, and similar to what we're talking about, the Flintstones Christmas
Oh,
Carol.
son of a bitch!
It's a good thing I scratched that out.
Yeah.
That is my number one.
Yeah.
Now I have to
I
fucking
haven't seen
damn it.
Flintstone Christmas in probably 35 years.
It's been a hot minute for me too, but I still remember it. So, honestly, I may get shot for this. I don't think there's been a bad iteration of A Christmas Carol.
No, there really hasn't.
Like there's some that I like more than others, like the Jim Carrey one. Not a fan, but it was still well done.
So the only nice thing about that one is it was
More faithful to the book.
exactly because the book is so dark.
Yeah.
So really, that's it.
That's like, and then people were saying, oh, it wasn't good, but for all the wrong reasons. Like, people liked or hated the Johnny Depp Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but that is so, no, but there are so many people who don't realize that Roald Dahl is a messed up dude,
Yes.
and his was closer to the Johnny Depp version than it was even, like, the Gene Wilder version was so far off the books.
You know, but sometimes being faithful to the books doesn't mean it's a better product.
Right? No, and that's very true.
Cough,
I
cough,
mean,
The Shining.
Yeah, it was
very,
very
very true.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but literally, the only thing that I liked about the Jim Carrey version is it was truer to the book.
Well, the funeral scene at the beginning was not in hardly any other iteration, because they skipped it because it was too dark.
Yeah.
And they even used, like, when they were narrating it, they were word for wording the book.
Yeah, yeah, because you don't see the as he's taking the coins off his eyes. You don't see any of that.
Yeah.
He does that in the Jim Carrey version? I've never
Yeah.
actually watched the Jim
It's
Carrey.
it's pretty.
Yeah.
And it's the animation were similar to Polar Express, where the eyes are kind of creepy. So not as lifeless as Polar Express, but still kind of creepy.
It falls in that uncanny valley, right? Where things are too realistic yet not realistic enough, where you start to dislike it, right?
Yeah.
I was trying to think of a bad Christmas Carol. Little Orphan Annie Christmas Carol. That was not very good.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, it used to be a special
Yeah.
on. And
Wasn't
Little
there a
Orphan.
Christmas scene in the movie?
No. It was a special. It was a Christmas special.
All right.
Where Little Orphan Annie would like fly around with Daddy Warbucks in like a Christmas Carol thing, and it was not very good.
Fair.
Okay.
All right.
So since my number one also got taken, my non-number one, just because it's the last thing on my list, is Teen Titans Go. Okay.
Of course it is.
This was my backup. I should have known to have a backup before because this is so Teen Titans Go has a Christmas episode where they fight the shit out of Santa Claus, and it's fucking hilarious. Like Santa Claus is like, "You're naughty little children," and he's got like fucking bazookas, and it's just like
Yes, he does.
This Santa Claus in Teen Titans Go is like the third most evil character in Teen Titans Go, because the Teen Titans Go are not good people. So
I feel, because I don't know if I've seen that one, but I feel that they would have got somebody big to voice him too.
oh, someone's gonna have to Google who his voice was, but I can't remember. It's not quite like I remember John Goodman was the voice of Santa Claus in Futurama, and it's kind of it's not quite the same idea, but that's like another iteration of like the evil Santa Claus, right? Where you close up everything. This one they guess like they flat out like go after Santa Claus. Do you have it there, Danny?
So which one?
Teen Titans Go Santa. No,
I'm looking right now.
they do have Weird Al Yankovic as Darkseid, which is fucking hilarious. Danny, while they're looking, what's your number one?
Mine? I know what you did next Christmas.
Futurama.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah,
who's talking
yeah.
about that?
The other day when I was talking to a buddy about that robot Santa Claus, I love that one.
Oh, the fucking chimneys with the vault doors.
You're bad. You're bad. You're Zoidberg. Yeah, I was just remembering that one. Yep, that was good too. I like that one. Here we go.
Robert Morse was
Yeah.
Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Robert Morse.
I don't know who it is. He died apparently a couple years ago, but
Really?
he looks semi-familiar. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
Wasn't a big name like it was.
No, I'm surprised.
But yeah, that was John Goodman, and then when they brought him back, it was John DiMaggio
Yeah.
did Santa in Futurama, which I love. I love that when they bring back the evil Santa Claus in these shows, right?
like the evil Santa.
What about Santa versus Jesus in the boxing match in South Park?
Oh, in South Park? Oh my God! Oh,
They were fighting to see who's the icon for Christmas. So
we didn't even talk about South Park, but we'll get Dolores number one, and then we'll maybe go on these
And then we'll
tangents.
go talk about Mr. Hanky.
Yes.
Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo. Those are some of my favorites. Anyway.
As Jeff put it, my replacement number one, because my number one was stolen. Corey.
Which one was your number one?
My number.
Flintstones.
Oh, Flintstones?
Yeah.
But you stole mine and Corey's number one, so,
Well,
like,
You know what? Yeah. Whoa.
yeah, but my number one was by far the Grinch, and it was same for Corey, so, like,
well, that should be like
so that
everybody.
just serves you right.
My replacement number one is Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Chipmunk Christmas.
Nice.
Oh, nice. I didn't even think of that.
Wow,
That's nice.
There's another one that I haven't seen in like 30
Yeah.
And really, that is where Christmas time is near.
But that wasn't that, though. That was way before that.
Well, that was before the cartoon, yeah, because that was created by, what's his name, and Ross Bagdasarian, before there was even a cartoon.
Wasn't his actual name Alvin? I thought the guy that made the Chipmunks, his actual name was Alvin, I thought.
I think that was his kid's name.
But that was his kid's name?
Yeah, his name was Ross.
Oh, okay. Yeah, how old is that song? That's got to be
Like 70s?
50s?
Oh, 50s.
Oh, I bet you 50s, 60s. That older than the 70s, I know that much. The Chipmunks have been around forever.
1959.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was Ed Sullivan or it was one of those type of shows where he first came out as the Chipmunks type thing, like introducing this thing, and then they were like puppets or whatever, and
But they started off as puppets? I didn't know that.
something like that. It was black and white. I remember that. So, which I guess 59. So
Yeah, I feel like the Chipmunks Christmas special happened purely so they could sing that song.
Yeah, so according to this, Google, from what I'm seeing, the Chipmunk song "Christmas Don't Be Late" was originally done in 1958 as a novelty song, written and recorded by Ross, whatever his last name is, and then they did the Christmas special like the year
The
after.
80s, right?
No,
How old is the Christmas special? I thought it was the 80s.
there was no cartoons in the late 50s.
or yeah, no, that one would have been the 80s.
No, I meant like Chipmunks cartoons.
No, yeah, no, not.
Oh,
So it-
yes.
Yeah.
It was remastered in 1999.
Well, that's because, well, no, the movie was 2007. Never mind.
Well, there was the movie before that movie, too.
But like the live action movie was 07.
The cartoon movie versus the Chipettes.
The Chipettes.
It was not a great movie. It was pretty mediocre.
Speaking of Mickey's Christmas Carol, I just thought of this now that we're like 20 years past that point. Did you know that
We talked about that 20 minutes ago.
the voice of Scrooge in A Christmas Carol, like the original voice of Scrooge, was the voice of Scrooge in DuckTales?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like they kept the same guy. I thought that was super cool. So
That's cool.
So,
anyway,
and the Chipmunks, the movie came out in 1981.
yeah, that makes sense.
1981?
That makes sense.
1981.
Wow, I thought it was like way newer than that.
Well,
Huh. When did the TV show come out?
That would have been around the same
Okay,
time.
so first off, you were looking up when the Christmas special came out. And then you never got to that, did you?
1981.
Oh, you said the movie came out.
No.
Okay.
Alvin and the Chipmunk TV series came out in 1983.
So it was close.
Yeah. Okay. And then when did the movie come out? That was like the late 80s, right?
Which one?
The movie, like the first movie.
Like the Jason Lee one?
No,
Oh,
the
okay.
non-live action, the cartoon one. They had a cartoon one.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we didn't talk about
Chipmunk's
that.
Adventure came out in 1987.
We didn't talk about what?
The Raisins Christmas.
California
Oh my God, I totally forgot.
Claymation Christmas special.
Thank you. Raisins
Freaking
Christmas
Carol of the
special.
Bells was my favorite of that one.
I just thought of it. I'm like, you know what I missed? The Raisins Christmas special.
That movie was an acid trip.
I watch that every year on YouTube. Actually, like that's one of my what I have to watch at home things.
It's been a while since I watched that, but I like that too.
Why do they got dinosaurs on it? The dinosaurs never made any sense to me.
But they were the hosts of the parade.
Yes,
They were, yes, but
They were talking raisins, man. Why are you arguing about dinosaurs?
yeah, right.
See, there's another Christmas special I didn't think about. The Dinosaurs Christmas special.
oh yeah,
Yep.
dinosaurs was all in all such an underrated show.
It was, and I loved it. I own it.
I tried making the kids watch
Isn't it on Disney?
1958 on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Wow, those chipmunks are
Wow.
fucking creepy.
It's making me wonder why I like the chipmunks.
Yeah.
I am very happy they got away from that.
Yeah, I was right though. Ed Sullivan. It was his first name. So 1958 on the Ed Sullivan Show was the first appearance of
Oh, okay.
Alvin, Simon, and Theodore with Ross Bagdasarian doing the voices.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And he was Dave. He wasn't Dave all the way through. When he passed away, his son took over because his son had the same voice, kind of like how Brian Henson took over Jim Henson there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then with Jason Lee, right? I mean, those movies. A lot of people associated Jason Lee with Dave, like a lot of the like millennials and zillennials, and so.
I don't
Feel
think,
bad.
as a millennial and a zillennial, I don't. That's
You
not
can
fair.
only be one.
Pick one.
A millennial is a zillennial, or a zillennial is a millennial.
No, they're not.
Yes, it is.
No, they're not.
Gen Z
They're not.
is not a millennial.
But there's Gen Zs that are zillennials, and there's millennials that are zillennials.
That's
it's
only
like a-
because that's what they identify as.
That's true. Jeff, you totally identify as a Gen X, but you're
Exactly.
not.
Hot take. Gen X is kind of the worst generation.
Fuck you, I'm the greatest.
But anyway, I'm more of a baby boomer than anything. Come on.
Yeah, you might be. You're definitely a generation above me in terms of your overall outlook on life.
Shit,
So
Jeff, you're old.
Yeah.
you're only as old as you feel. Fuck.
That old. I'm fucked.
Well, that's what the first person who ever told me that you're only as old as you feel. I'm like, shit, I'm 80.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that was
That's
weird.
weird.
What happened?
Anyway.
I just lost some.
I don't know. Ignore the gap of whatever that we just had.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So, is there any Christmas specials you guys can think we missed?
Yogi's First Christmas.
Oh yeah! Damn.
Yeah.
Anything Hanna-Barbera, really.
Yeah.
They had
Yeah.
some good stuff.
Or when Peter did fries on Family Guy. Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. What was the one? Okay, keep talking. I'm trying to think.
I can see the smoke.
Yeah.
Should we keep doing ding fries are done? Ding fries are done.
Ding,
Ding fries are done. I can't remember the rest of the song that Peter sang right there.
Whatever. It was a Family Guy thing too, but I can't think of it right now. So
Like one of the first ones there.
it wasn't an episode. It was just a cutaway, and I just can't think of it right now. So
Yeah, Family Guy loved their cutaway.
that's if they didn't have cutaways, they wouldn't have a show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their episodes would be 5 minutes long.
So, Stewie, what are you doing today? End credits.
Yeah. The same thing we do every day, Pinky. Try and take over the world. Wait, wrong show.
Oh, there's the Pinky and the Brain Christmas special too.
I don't know if I've seen Pinky and the Brain Christmas special.
You know what I can't think of? A Bugs Bunny Christmas. There has to be one, but I can't think of it.
Bah Humduck.
Yeah,
I can't remember. I can't remember
Bah
it.
Humduck wasn't that great, though. Like, I love me some Looney Tunes, but Bah Humduck was...
I was definitely a Looney Tunes guy over a Disney guy growing up. So, because that's my sense of humor. So,
It shows.
yeah, no, 100%. I'm not even gonna deny that. Like, Disney did nothing for me, and Warner Brothers and like the Don Bluth era, things like that. That's what I grew up with. So,
The Don Bluth stuff was remarkable.
absolutely, American Tail / Land Before Time
We just watching Land Before Time in the store.
yeah.
That's such a
Yeah.
I remember when I was Gets the Young, and I was watching All Dogs Go to Heaven.
That's
He-
a sad movie too.
I was just like, oh, this is gonna be like a fun, upbeat movie, and then the fucking dog dies in the first 5
I
minutes.
mean, the answer's in the title.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, interesting fact on that one is the little girl that voiced
Oh, yeah.
the girl in the movie. During production of that movie, her dad killed her.
Was that Ducky?
I thought that was Ducky, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it's the same actor.
Ducky
Same
is Land
actress.
Before Time, yeah.
Same actress.
Oh, okay.
So
There's a urban legend that there's a scene where Burt Reynolds, who was the voice of the dog, was like saying goodbye to her and
Yeah,
like,
so
in tears in the studio.
the very last thing, because she had recorded everything and he had to come in to record after that, the legend is, and because he's never confirmed it or not, was that he wasn't actually saying goodbye to the character like the script said, he was saying goodbye to her.
Well, he can't confirm it now because he's dead too.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
Some people are just selfish, though.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Poltergeist, right?
Yep.
Heather O'Rourke.
Yeah, I guess like Poltergeist.
Heather, I'm about to tell you the story of that.
We're ruining it.
Heather O'Rourke, the girl who plays Carol Ann, right after the third movie, she was 12 years old, downstairs having breakfast, and she's like, I don't feel so well, and she collapsed. They take her to the hospital. She dies on the way to the hospital. They don't really know what killed her. It was some sort of disease, but they don't know what. And then the one who played the older sister in the first movie there, her boyfriend shot and killed her. Yeah.
So
Was
Poltergeist.
it a good movie to be
Right.
in?
Yeah.
Is the movie cursed?
Well, that's what they're saying. They're saying that Poltergeist is one of the most cursed productions ever.
Exorcist was worse.
Exorcist
Yeah.
was worse, yeah.
Is it worse than the Harry Potter series? There's like 20 people dead in the Harry Potter series.
That's
Okay,
of
not
old
okay.
age.
They died of natural causes.
Not everybody died from old age.
Have you seen The Exorcist, Jeff?
Yes.
So you remember when she's in the bed and she's flopping, like sitting up, flopping down, sitting up?
Yep.
They had pulleys on her and they were literally jerking her that hard. Her cries were real.
Yeah.
The scene where the mother gets thrown against the door from a pulley, of course, the dresser gets in her, she actually smashed her head and was actually crying for real.
And when she grabbed
9
her back,
people died mysteriously making that movie that they still don't know how. Also, Sympathy for the Devil by the Rolling Stones, they filmed it, or sorry, when they originally recorded it, it was very satanic, like more so than it was. And one of their pieces of equipment caught on fire, and they put it out, and it wasn't plugged in.
Yeah.
And so they changed the lyrics, so like, fuck this, and they changed the lyrics. So,
Wow, really?
yeah,
No.
so don't mess with freaking things you don't understand, so.
Yeah.
I love how we went from Christmas shorts to
Hey,
satanic.
hey, if Jesus can be Christmas, so can Satan. Everybody deserves love.
That's right.
And I'm pretty sure Jeff is back to wondering why we like horror movies.
I can see how every fucking podcast, I'm pretty sure I've turned it into something about a horror movie.
Yes.
True. You normally turn it into something about Stephen King.
Oh, we could give him a horror Christmas movie. Actually, a couple.
Misery?
Is it-
Misery, Santa's Sleigh.
Santa's Sleigh, filmed with Tasquin.
That's the one with Goldberg.
Yeah, it is. It's so bad.
So we could give him some.
Had Dave Thomas in it.
Have you guys seen Violet Night yet?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, there's a Christmas movie for you guys.
We were going to do that one, weren't we?
Violet Night's on the list.
Yeah.
You've seen Violet Night yet, Danny? That's the one with David Harbour in it. And it's basically Die Hard.
Oh, is that the Santa one?
Yeah.
Oh, I
That's
saw it in the theaters. I did. I
Yeah,
seen that in the theaters.
Die Hard meets Home Alone
that was
meets-
fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
Die Hard meets Home Alone.
Yeah,
That's the Santa
that was
Claus.
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
That fucking
That
movie
was
was
awesome.
I love that movie. I actually been looking for it to buy, and actually, I was looking for it on Blu-ray for a long time. It was $26. I'm like, nah, it's not $26 worthy. And now it's on 4K for only $19, so I'm probably picking it up. So
We should make this month about new classics, like Violet Night is what we should do. We're trying to do 8-bit, and I think that's a new classic. And I think Violet Night.
I think that's a great idea. So 8-bit next week, I think Violet Night the week after.
Okay.
Is there a third?
Batman.
Oh, yeah. Well, Fat Man and Violet Night are very similar.
Oh, the Mel Gibson one?
Yes.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
I think Violet Night did it better, But
Well, in Fat Man, he was a drunk, and in Violent Night, he was psycho.
well, he was drinking in Violent Night.
Well, I guess, but
Yeah, and
that's not why he turned into the crazy thing he did, though.
Yeah,
He did it
I
just
guess.
to save that little girl, so.
Okay, well, I guess we should take off here, you hosers. Okay.
Oh, now we're
Yeah.
hosers.
And I was just talking about Dave Thomas being in Send a Slave.
Best version of 12 Days of Christmas. Is it the Bob and Doug
Yes.
one?
Yes.
It's the Bob and
Yes.
Doug. Yeah.
5 golden toques, 4 pounds of back bacon, 3 French toasts, 2 turtlenecks, and a beer in a tree. I think the first verse is like, and a beer, and then they do the next thing, and then also, and a beer in a tree. Yeah, it needs more. Yeah, it definitely needs more.
They're like halfway through, like, they're really long. Eh?
Yeah, I think they get to like 6, and then they're like, oh. And then, of course, that choral in the background is still singing. So they're like, oh, and you know, there are 5 golden. They should just name it the 3 Days of Christmas.
They could, for Bob and Doug, they could have named it the 1 Day of Christmas. Just give them the
That
beer.
was so much fun.
Well, I think it's time we sign off, everybody.
All right.
Laura, say goodnight.
Good night.
Danny, say goodnight.
Good night, Jeff.
Hey! Corey, say goodnight.
Good night, everybody.
Hoya.
That's not saying good night.
That's not saying good night at all.
I actually don't know what Hoya means.
I don't even think it means anything. You just made it up.
I did not just make it up. That's a real thing.
Sure it is.
Ohio is a real place.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Oh, I'm not a hoy hoy. Hiya.
Hey, yeah, oh,
Oh, we're so gonna get in trouble if somebody listens to this way.
Yeah, I love how we did all the cursing right in
Well-
the first like 5 seconds.
And
And now then we stopped cursing and now we're doing cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
Well, there's no cultural to it. Ahoya, medical cannabis.
Well then.
I got into drugs.
You could tell where my mindset's at.
On drugs. Jeff,
Yeah.
do you not remember that commercial?
You know,
Drugs, drugs.
Miki Yamaka, okay?
Is the thing to say
This
on a one Christmas day.
Oh,
Anyway, see y'all.
good night.
Is that it?